KC24, your local election headquarters, and California reporting a large number of registered voters for Tuesday's recall election than when Governor Newsom was elected in 2018. But a recent study shows the state has a way to go to make voting more equitable. Tonight, we hear from the Secretary of State, Adrian Thomas, with more from the Fresno County Elections Office.
While the final report of registration from the California Secretary of State's office found that nearly 89% of all eligible Californians are registered to vote ahead of the recall election. That's nearly 10% higher than in 2018 when Governor Newsom was elected, and a full 18% higher than the gubernatorial recall election of Gray Davis back in 2003. I spoke to Secretary of State Dr. Shirley Weber earlier this week about this data and on what she's doing to make voting more equitable.
More recent system, that we have in place that gives everybody a ballot, that makes voting centers more accessible, those kinds of things really encourage people to vote.
California Secretary of State Dr. Shirley Weber optimistic what a high voter registration rate could mean for turnout in Tuesday's recall election. But a closer look at voter demographics shows some groups disproportionately vote more than others. The 2020 census found Latinos are the largest ethnic group in California. But a recent study from the Public Policy Institute of California found Latinos only make up 22% of likely voters, and white voters make up 54% of likely voters. Dr. Weber feels this lower rate among Latinos could be linked to some of that population's immigration status.
I think the trends are getting a little bit better, but not enough. There's still a tremendous concern that their data would be used in other ways in terms of that might harass their families or whatever it may be. And so we're trying to assure them that that's not what the information is for.
Dr. Weber says outreach and education have become a top priority for her.
Our outreach efforts in this election, particularly, we have a large contingency of Latinos who are working in the field to not only encourage people to register to vote, but also to get them to vote in this election.
Dean Bonner of the Public Policy Institute of California conducted the study, which found California voters are disproportionately white. He says despite the current trend, it's much better than the last time California had a gubernatorial recall election in 2003.
We actually have been seeing an increase when it was down closer to like 14% in the early to mid 2000s.
And the Secretary of State's office also reported that out of the entire state, Madera and Merced counties here in the Valley had some of the highest percent increases in voter registration since the gubernatorial election in 2018. Reporting in Fresno, Adrian Thomas, KC24, local news that matters.